Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to dive into some tips on how to use your planner while you travel. I'm going to be sharing with you some of the clips that I have taken during some travel this year. This year I have gone to Baltimore, I had to go to Indianapolis, I had to go to Atlanta, DC, Oregon, San Antonio, and with each trip I had the aspiration of doing a vlog for you all. However, every time I got back, I got super busy and I never took enough footage in order to do a complete vlog. So what I decided to do is share some of these clips and talk to you about some of my tried and true planner rules. These are things that I live by with my planner, and I just wanted to share them with you. Tip number one is to keep your planner on you. So I am a die-hard fan of my planner, and I am the type of person that always has it on me so that I have it at my fingertips whenever I need it. This also means that you need a good planner bag. So this is one of my favorite bags to carry my planner in. It's a Teddy Blake bag, and I talked about it a few months ago on my channel. I will link it above in case you missed that video, but I love having my planner on me at all times. And I love this bag because it's sleek and I can easily get to my planner from this bag. And it's a letter size planner and it still fits within here, and I still have my planner pouch and all of the things that I need for my purse. And I just will carry this on me at all times because I like to have everything at my fingertips. If you don't carry your planner on you, it's going to be very challenging for you to keep up with it. And even if you have another notebook or something else that you use, you can do that as well. Keep a notebook and then transfer everything into your planner later. I actually am a fan of keeping everything in my planner so that I only have to write it down once. Every now and then I will bring my brainstorming notebook and I will write things down in there and transfer it over later. But I do like to have it on me. This is one of my tried and true rules. I have been keeping my planner on me for years now, and it has definitely helped me over the years to stay super organized because I have everything in one spot and I have it whenever I need it. So my second planner rule is to have a method for food and drink around my planner. So anytime I have coffee or water and I am also trying to plan, I set it in a place that is super far from my planner, almost like at the other end of the table, so that if it spills in a direction that is away from my planner. And I know that that probably seems obvious, but when I tell you I put this rule in place probably after I spilled drink on my planner twice. I spilled water on my planner, and ever since then I put this rule in place, and it has helped me out so much, even with food, because sometimes I would eat something and then I would touch my planner and I didn't even realize I had something on my hands, and it would leave a smudge and it would bother me so much. So now that I have this rule in place where I really watch food and drink, then it really helps me overall. And even if we go out to dinner, like in this clip we are actually at dinner, I will plan and do all of the things before the food comes, and then once the food comes I will put up our planner and we will eat, and then I might pull it back out after we have cleared the table. But it is something that has helped me overall, especially because I take my planner everywhere I go. Having this rule in place has definitely helped me avoid a lot of food stains and spills over the years. My third planner rule is to have a digital system. Even though we love our planners and we love to write things down, you need to have some type of digital system in place for when you don't have access to your planner. This could be you're on the go, you are rushing, and you need some space to write down some information. So I like to use my notes app, and I will use it on my iPad and also on my phone, but I organize all of my notes within my notes app. And so I have different folders within my notes apps for different things that I have to do for the organized money, for my personal items, for the church. I just keep different notes within my phone, and anytime I need to jot down something really quickly, I have it all in my phone, and it makes it so much easier for me to stay on top of everything. And then when I get back home, I will transfer the notes that I have in my phone into my planner. So I love having both just in case I need it, because sometimes I just don't have access to my planner, or I just need to write down something really quickly. So I will jot it down in my phone really quickly, and then when I have more time, I will get to my planner and write it out completely. My fourth planner rule is to always refer back to your old planners. I cannot tell you how many times looking at an old planner has saved me so much time, so much energy, and so much money. I will refer back to a planner to look at an old budget. I will refer back to the planner to look and see what we did as a family in a previous year as I am planning different things. And looking back at my old planners has saved me so much time and energy. So keep your old planners and look back at them. They will remind you of different things that you may need to do, or may remind you of how you have done something in the past and you want to change it up. I really love this process with my budget planner, and I do it all the time. So make sure that you're keeping your old planners and you are looking back at them. Planner rule number 5 is to keep a planner cart. You need a planner cart. It makes everything so much easier when you have all of the tools to plan your day at your fingertips and you don't have to walk around your entire house looking for them. So I have a planner cart that I purchased from Michael's years ago, and I love this planner cart because I can roll it around my house and bring it wherever I could possibly need it. And I keep all of my planners that I am currently using at the very top shelf, and then underneath that I have all of my planner tools. So any tape that I might need, scissors, sticker books that I am currently using, they will all go within my planner cart, and it makes it much easier for me to plan my day because I don't have to get up. I have everything that I need in one spot. And so make sure that you're using a planner cart, or you have all of your supplies at your fingertips, even if it's in a pouch. You just want to have a way that you can access all of your stickers, all of the things that you need in order to plan your day. And planner rule number 6 is to remember you are not just planning your time, you are also planning your energy. Planning my energy became a big part of my life as I got busier and busier, especially when I started to travel more. And this is because I would try and plan every single hour of the day because I felt like if I had the time, I should be doing something productive. But what I started to realize is that if I didn't have the energy to do it, then it did not matter if I had scheduled the time. I was not going to do it because I was tired and I needed to rest and I needed to give myself space and time to recover. So make sure that you have white space within your planner. Make sure you are giving yourself time and space to recover, especially after you travel. A day to recover after travel is almost vital within my system. So guys, I hope that these planner rules have helped you, and I hope that you have enjoyed my little clips from the different trips that I have taken over the year. Y'all let me know if you have any questions or any additional planner rules that you might have. Leave them in the comments below. I would love to hear them, and I will see you all in tomorrow's video. Until then, keep organizing your life so that you can achieve your dreams. Bye guys.